Do you, do you guys know what I hate? Arguably more than myself? Well, probably not, but close. It's the Archwing Questline. Hello everyone, welcome to another piece of shit Warframe video. Today we're gonna be doing the Archwing Questline because I literally don't have a choice. Oh boy. So basically, what the Archwing is a contraption that lets me do fly at quests where I can fly around in like space and I shoot shit. It sounds really cool, and I thought when I first did it that it would be really cool, but kinda lackluster. It didn't really do it for me. The questline, if I remember correctly, was not one of my favorites at all. So, I mean, the reason I'm doing it is because in order to get to the Jupiter Junction, I have to have completed the Archwing questline. So, yeah. This is a new zone though, so I guess this is not all completely bad. So, like I said, I need to do the Archwing questline in order to get to Jupiter. So, I've made significant amounts of progress since the last time I recorded. I decided that instead of just, because I was kind of recording pretty much whenever I did a little, made a little progress thing, like a new mastery level or something, like I made a new piece of gear. I decided that instead I would space it out a lot more, so that the videos weren't like super frequent, because that's kind of not what I wanted. I wanted like some time in between so I could see substantial like changes or increases in power or whatever. So I've gone past a few planets and fought a few bosses just off camera since I last played, just because this isn't like necessarily a walkthrough type thing. It's just supposed to be random little gameplays of me doing some shit, whatever I feel like it. So yeah, I'm preparing to go to Jupiter, which I think the last time I recorded I was still on Mars, and that's Jupiter's like 3 planets past Mars. So yeah, definitely a lot's happened since I last recorded. And so I looked up how long this quest line is, and I think it's only like 5 missions. But I still don't think I'll be able to get it all completely done in one session. So this might be a couple episodes worth of stuff, but we will see. Yeah. So in the meantime, I've actually learned quite a lot about getting platinum in this game. So, for those of you that don't know, I think I've explained it before, but I'll do it again just in case. Platinum is like the microtransaction currency in this game. Like, you have to pay actual money to get it. It's pretty much the only way. Well, that's one of the only ways. The other way is to trade gear or mods or whatever to other people for their platinum. And in doing that, you don't have to pay money to buy it. You just have to get stuff that people want, and hopefully they'll give you fair amounts of platinum for that stuff. So I mean that's pretty common knowledge. But what I was not aware of, oh, and actually one other thing, the only way to trade when I last played, I believe, was to have a clan. I think is what they're referred to as. And you had to have like a certain section of your clan like dedicated to trading, or it was like your dojo or something. It was basically dedicated to trading. Or it had like a trading outpost in it or something. Now what you can do is you can just go into a like Tenno relay, which are just like little spots next to certain planets, and you with other players, it's like a hub area. You can go there and you can set up, like, it says set up shop. You basically set up in like a location. You can stand around and you put into this little UI items like mods and weapons and stuff that you want to sell, and you just kind of stand there and people can come up to you and you guys will interact. And it's like the same thing as trading on the trading outpost in the dojo. But it's doesn't require a clan, and you can just people can give you platinum for the things that you're offering up. So I believe, and it works just like that. So now it's been made. I mean, I say now, but I think this was changed like maybe the middle of last year. I don't really know. I didn't play then. This was changed a while ago, but so basically you can trade gear and get platinum. Oops, much easier than you were able to before, which is really nice. So that's basically the first part of what I learned. Second part is there's an NPC called the Void Trader, which basically trades a certain like currency that you can get for certain, I think, gear and mods, like specific stuff. And the way to get this currency is called like ducats. The way to get this currency is to salvage prime parts, like like prime blueprints and stuff, prime parts. And you get a certain amount of this currency. So you basically do void fisher missions that guarantee you like a prime thing. Well, not necessarily guarantee you a prime thing, because you can get formas and stuff, but most of the time we'll give you a prime thing, and if you don't use it, you can put it in your, like, I'm gonna like quotation mark trash pile of prime things you're never gonna use. And near the time the Void Trader comes, because he only comes every 2 weeks, yeah. So near the time he's gonna show up, because like I said, he spawns every 2 weeks, you can put up your trash stuff for auction, and people may be more inclined to buy it because they don't want to have to go and do all the void missions to get their own trash stuff and salvage it. They can just buy yours, and that's much easier for them. And then they can salvage it and get the currency and then buy whatever they want from the Void Trader. So it's like a win-win. So like if you're willing to put in the time to like camp defense missions or survival or like excavation missions, if you're willing to put in the time to camp those and get a lot of relics, and then subsequently do a lot of those missions to get the prime parts, then around the time the Void Trader is going to spawn, depending on what you get, of course, you could potentially walk out with like maybe not like a sizable amount of platinum, but like a nice amount of platinum. Maybe you can get enough for a new slot or something like that. Yeah, so another thing I've become more accustomed to is playing with other people. So normally I kind of just avoid other people. Just, you know, some people can be like edgelords or salt lords or whatever. So it's like, okay, I just won't play with anyone. But people in this game are fine. As far as I can see, no one's been terrible yet. It's really nice, and it's really good for like experience and resources, because the thing with playing with more people is that more enemies spawn, so subsequently you get more XP because there are more enemies, and you get more materials because the more enemies drop more stuff. So it's actually pretty nice for that. And most of the time people hold their weight really well, so you run around and do missions pretty quickly and kill things with relative ease. It's not bad. It's really not that bad. Okay, so we're going to take about half an hour to create, which I guess is fine. Wings. One step closer to finishing this questline. The only thing about playing on public though is that there are some missions that people just don't really do, I guess, or like there have been missions where I've gone on public and there's just no one ever joined. So I've noticed that people tend to flock around like defense missions and survival missions and like boss missions, because I guess like high level people are farming pretty frequently or whatever. So I guess if you want some pretty constant interaction with people, missions like that might be might be useful for you to do. So I'm in the process of making some new gear. I've been pretty stagnant with my weapons and stuff recently, just because I haven't really gotten many good things from like alerts or like going to other planets. You know, you get gear from stuff like that. I haven't really gotten anything that's super worth my time and that'd be really interested in using. But I am in the process of making a new melee weapon, because I finally got my sword to rank 30. It took a really long time, the longest out of everything, but I finally got it there. So I'm gonna replace it tomorrow when I get my new thing. It's like a dagger that I got from an alert. It looks pretty cool. I really hope it's not terrible. And I definitely want to replace my kunai as fast as humanly possible. Like, as soon as I find a cool sidearm, I'm replacing my kunai, because they're the worst. Like, they're especially bad at this point. Like, they were bad, okay, understand. They were bad before, right? Just first sidearm you'll ever get in the game. They're not going to be good. But they're just especially bad at this point because of how far I've gotten since then. It's like, and so is my sword. My sword, not amazing at first, but just made infinitely worse by how much farther ahead I am now. Just absolutely awful. So I think anything that replaces them will be like a monumental upgrade. Well, maybe not anything. I won't throw that word around too much. But I think that most things, maybe not of the same weapon type, would be a monumental upgrade, because those kunai are just not good. I'm thinking about making a pistol. Thinking about just building a pistol for my next sidearm that is like a 2-round burst It's like a 2-round burst pistol. It looks kind of cool. I'm mostly going off of not necessarily just mastery, because I could have just built some shitty little like machine pistol if I wanted to, and then use that. I'm kind of trying to find things that are fun also, so that I'm not literally suffering. The other thing is my lack of slots, so I kind of have to be really selective with what I build. I mean, albeit I could just sell it or whatever. Yeah, I could just sell it in the end. But I'd rather build things that I know I'm gonna have fun using, just so I don't waste resources and time. So I do have the Cronus. It's just another sword ready, and it's been ready for a while, but it's like, I don't really know if I even want to use it, because it's just another kind of boring sword. It's probably significantly stronger than what I'm using, I would think, or maybe not significantly. But I don't know, this just seemed cooler, so I'm going to use this one. I'll keep this one here, so as when I'm done with this, I can switch. I won't be using up a slot immediately. So, and it'll be there, I guess. The rest of my things is look really quick. Like, this is the machine pistol this is the pistol I was thinking about making. I don't have enough neurones anymore though. A heavy pistol, I don't know. And it's not like I'm gonna, like, the void missions kind of make me feel like I'll be able to make a prime thing really soon, but in reality it's not quite that simple. So I kind of am hesitant to make something, because like I kind of want to save slots for good stuff, but I don't know. This is one of the reasons I don't really like this questline very much. Is it's just like excavation missions on top of excavation missions. And I don't really like excavation missions very much, so that kind of not only doesn't really leave a ton to the imagination, but it's just a little annoying, tedious. Okay, there we go. It's so annoying. So I don't know if I'll actually have to do any Archwing missions once I finally have it in half an hour or so, or if the quest line is strictly just to get all the blueprints and then that's it. I don't really remember. And there it is, Odonata Systems Blueprint. So I think that's the last thing. I just need to build it now, and I don't know what the game will have me do after that. Build it right now? Yes. Systems. So I need circuits, systems, harness and wings, which I'm building all of that right now. So in half an hour, I'll be able to build the whole thing. What do I need to do next for the quest? Use the founders to build. Yeah, okay. So